Baruch ata asherah anat melecha ha'olam asher kedeshani mitzvotav v'tzivani liyitativ v'tzitzit. What the heck? What you doing here? Let's say some old words. Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. Vahafta et anat Elohecha v'chol avavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol me'odecha avicha yoher hadvarim ha'el asher nochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'vitecha v'lechtecha chavaderch uv'shach becha uv'krumecha u'kshartam le'ohot al yadecha avicha yuletotafot beninecha Uchtavtacham al mizuzot beitecha uvisharecha Vichaya Ki v'yachayu Elohecha el ha'aretz asher nitba levatecha levram nizchach ul Yaakov letet lach avrim gedolot v'davot asher lo vanita uvatim mili'im kol tuva asher lemileta uverot atzuvim asher lahatzata ke'arim bizitim asher natata ve'alachta v'shavata hishamer lecha pin tishach et yawer asher tishacha mi'eretz mitzrayim mibat avadim. Kisses for you too, butt flakes. Hey Tony, how are you? Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate that. What are you up to today? So, where we left off in this epic of Gilgamesh, we left off at a very pivotal point. Enkidu is dead. Enkidu has died. He was sentenced to death by the gods because of his role in murdering the Bull of Heaven. He played that role because Gilgamesh spurned Ishtar. Ishtar tried to seduce him, and Gilgamesh was like, nah, if I let you do the sex with me, I'm going to die. I don't want to die. And so Ishtar's like, well, somebody's going to die. And then she sicks the Bull of Heaven on them, and they kill the Bull of Heaven, and then they get punished for killing the Bull of Heaven because you're not supposed to kill the Bull of Heaven. I'm doing, how am I today? Existential dread, Tony. Existential dread. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, what do I do with my time? Why am I alive? What is the meaning of anything? What am I supposed to do with this body that I have? It's really uncomfortable. Like I feel stuck in my own abundance of thoughts about nothing. I would love to be a fairy princess, Rolo. That's what I aspire, right? transcend whatever limited physical form I have and just be a fairy on the internet? Yes, please. Let's go with that. Volunteer at an animal shelter. What a waste of time. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be dismissive. I find it very difficult to empathize with people that find meaning by hanging out with animals. Like, you know, I've got a cat right here. She's nice, but I kind of resent her, frankly. A little bit. Like, I resent the amount of attention that my household gives to its animals. I don't understand the meaning. So no, volunteering in an animal shelter would not assuage the deep existential void in my psyche. I'm trying to fill it with TikTok likes. But that's not going to fill the existential void in my psyche either. Am I on the spectrum? No, but I am a trans woman. Which is a little bit like autism. Certainly they're comorbid. Comorbid, what a term. What a term. No, I'm not autistic, but I do know many autistic people. We get along fairly well, so maybe, I don't fucking know, right? Like, I have plenty of labels for myself. I don't need another one. That one doesn't really fit. Thanks, Kimmy. How are you doing today? So let's read from the Epic of Gilgamesh. Where we last left off, somebody died. It was Enkidu. And now, time for Gilgamesh to lament. Sarah, have you ever wondered if I was autistic? I've wondered if I was autistic. And then I've, listened to autistic people, and I've taken some personality tests, and, I've done some inquiry, and I've concluded, no, I'm definitely not autistic. I'm just queer. So, at the top of Tablet 8, Gilgamesh laments his dead friend, Enkidu. Line 18 refers to an episode that does not appear in extant portions of the epic. Okay. At the first glimmer of dawn, Gilgamesh lamented his friend. Yes, Karen. Gilgamesh lamented his friend, who he asked to die with his great deeds. Mesopotamian literature referred to work songs sung when the crops were brought in from harvest as symbols of happiness and prosperity, says our translator. He lamented the friend he killed. I mean, he didn't quite kill the friend. They killed a bull together, and then one of them was punished and not the other one. Not very fair. But he didn't quite kill his friend. I don't think Gilgamesh wanted Enkidu to die. He was just a little careless with his heroic deeds, one might say. Enkidu, my friend, your mother the gazelle, your father the wild ass brought you into the world. Onagers raised you on their milk, and the wild beasts taught you all the grazing places. Will do, bless this tattooed miss. The pathways, O Enkidu, to the forest of cedars, may they weep for you, without falling silent night and day. May the elders of the teeming city, ramparted Uruk, weep for you. May the crowd who blessed your departure weep for you. May the heights of highland and mountain weep for you. May the lowlands wail like your mother. May the forest of balsam and cedar weep for you, which we slashed in our fury. May bear, hyena, panther, leopard, deer, jackal, lion, wild bull, gazelle, ibex, and beasts and creatures of the steppe weep for you. May the sacred Ulaya River weep for you, along whose banks we once strode, erect. The tree is updated. Hey, Dr. Punk. I'm glad you noticed. Yes, I added some silver outlining yesterday, and I filmed it. I filmed a time-lapse. I'm going to edit it today, and that will be the first TikTok video that I post after my very long hiatus. Yeah, I'm doing tree art, right? Next Thursday, a week from today, I'm getting this tattooed on my hand. Not the EVOS logo, but the phylogenetic tree. This part. Yeah, that part. Yeah, I finished a biology degree, and so it's time to tree. Time to tree. May the sacred Ulaya River weep for you, along whose banks we once strode erect. They walk erect along the river. May the holy Euphrates weep for you, whose water we libated from waterskins. May the young men of ramparted Uruk weep for you, who watched us slay the bull of heaven in combat. May the ploughman weep for you at his plough, who extolled your name in the sweet song of harvest home. May they weep for you on the teeming city of Uruk, who exalted your name at the first. May the shepherd and herdsman weep for you, who held the milk and buttermilk to your mouth. May the nurse weep for you, who treated your washes with butter. May the something, not clear, weep for you, who held the ale to your mouth. May the harlot weep for you, who massaged you with sweet-smelling oil. May the wedding guests weep for you, who, like brothers, may they weep for you. Like sisters, may they tear out their hair for your sake. O Enkidu, as your father, your mother, I weep for you bitterly. It's quite a lament. That's pretty good. It's, like, pretty heartfelt. Gilgamesh does have genuine emotions. Hear me, O young men, listen to me. Hear me, O elders of Uruk, listen to me. I mourn my friend Enkidu. I howl as bitterly as a professional keener. Oh, for the axe at my side. Oh, for the safeguard by my hand. Oh, for the sword at my belt. Oh, for the shield before me. Oh, for my best garment. Oh, for the raiment that pleased me most. An ill wind rose against me and snatched it away. Oh, my friend, swift wild donkey, mountain onager, panther of the steppe. Oh, Enkidu, my friend, swift wild donkey, mountain onager, panther of the steppe, you who stood by me when we climbed the mountain, seized and slew the bull of heaven, felled Humbaba who dwelt in the forest of cedar. What now is this sleep that has seized you? Come back to me. You hear me not. But as for him, he did not raise his head. He touched his heart, but it was not beating. Then he covered his friend's face like a bride's. Like a bride's. He hovered round him like an eagle, like a lioness whose cubs are in a pitfall. He paced to and fro, back and forth, tearing out and hurling away locks of his hair, ripping off and throwing away his fine clothes like something foul. Panther of the steppe. And I think we'll conclude there. That is the mourning of Gilgamesh, of Enkidu. And in the next section, we will read how Gilgamesh commissions a memorial statue for Enkidu. He makes a proclamation. Boop. Boop, boop. Okay. Okay. That's all for today. Time for Arati and Kaddish. Time to bother this cat, the panther of the steppe. It is quiet in here. I was noticing that. I think it's me. I think my energy is a little strange. Hi, Batya. It's really nice to see you on Discord. Quick, start with the compliments. Ugh. Kitty, kitty. Meow. Thank you, Batya. Batya, you know, it is not possible to fuck up in conversing on Discord. It might be a little redundant to to tag people multiple times, because they'll just see they'll see the notifications all at once. But it's not wrong. It's just a certain kind of communication behavior. And if your goal is to reach out and to share what's on your mind, you're doing great. You changed your profile picture to a kitty. Kitty, kitty. Yeah. Hey, Omar. Hey, Omar David Romero Pay. Heart, heart, heart. So we're going to say Arati now. as a form of preemptory conclusion. And then we'll say Kaddish. It's your cat, O'Malley the cat. And then I'm gonna edit film today. Today's the first day I'm gonna edit film since August. Oh my god. Okay. Cool. That's cool. It's a little overwhelming. I do not know how to articulate my mental state to you. I try. It's rather unpleasant. These last few weeks have been a little unpleasant. Overwhelming, confusing, nice, restful, claustrophobic. That's a big one. Claustrophobic. Hello, I'm here. I have a psychology. I talk to you about it and fail to communicate what I wish to communicate. Story of my life. I started making films because I wanted to get something that was in my head out into the world, and I don't know if I've ever succeeded. But what am I doing? Self-flagellation. Tonight is the new moon. Well, that's good. Tonight is the new moon. Time for new beginnings. Look out at the moon and scream. Okay. Now that the short-term goal you were working on is over, yeah, I'll be floating for a while. Yeah, short-term goal, a decade. I worked on a degree for a decade, and I finished it up, and I'm like, why did I do that? Did I just waste 10 years of my life? That's the feeling. The feeling is that I've wasted 10 years of my life. It is pervasive. It is all-encompassing. I feel it every second of every day. Short-term goal. Yeah. And I threw myself into carpentry. That was a short-term goal. I spent 3 weeks doing carpentry. Now that's done too. It's a shame. It wasn't my career. And that's what I'm going to be feeling from now on. Yeah, I'm a doctor. I'm a pretty special doctor. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Sarah. You're completely right. It's not that complicated. But I still experience it. I still chafe. Okay. Alright. Alright, it's okay. It's okay. It's happened to you. Yeah, you worked on a career and then your seizures began. Yeah. Rereading old chapters in the story of your life prevents you from writing new ones. What is my biggest goal? To write a book that people read long after I am dead. That is my biggest goal. To be able to transmute some aspect of my soul, personality, let's say. Let's be a little bit more materialistic about it. Be able to transmute some aspect of my personhood into others for a long time to come. Hey, Kendra! Thanks for that. I appreciate that introduction very much. Very much, indeed. So let's say Kaddish. Not Kaddish. Arati. Word Arati means fine. Troll is a never comment. You mean a lurker. A troll is someone who tries to insult me, or at least get my attention. Yeah, I use the word troll to be slightly different. There are trolls here. I know there are. Leave an impression of your perspective. Yeah, but the problem is that, when I was younger, I was so confident that my perspective was worth sharing. And now not so much. Now Well, you started as a troll? I don't remember that. What did you say? Yeah, I've lost a lot of confidence in the value of the things that I have to say. Even as I have now a larger platform and can actually say things to people. As the size of that audience grew, what I felt was worthwhile to say shrank, to the point now that I have no idea what to say. Hi, here I am, I'm me. Sometimes I'm in pain. Basically. Change always happens. Thank God. I don't want this moment to last forever. I'm uncomfortable. But I can tell you about it. Maybe even somewhat articulately, huh? Arati. Time for Arati. Jaya Jaya Arati Vina Vinayaka. Vina Vinayaka Shri Ganesha. Jaya Jaya Arati Subramanya. Subramanya Kartikeya. Jaya Jaya Arati Venugopala. Venugopala Venuola. Papa Vidura Vanita Chora. Jaya Jaya Arati Venkantaramana. Venkantaramana Sankata Harana. Sitarama Radhe Shama. Jaya Jaya Arati Gauri Manohara. Gauri Manohara Bhavani Sankara. Samba Sadashiva Uma Maheshwara. Jaya Jaya Arati Raja Rajeshwari. Raja Rajeshwari Tripura Sundari. Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati. Mahakali Mahashakti. Jaya Jaya Arati Anjaneya. Anjaneya Hanumanta. Jaya Jaya Arati Dattatreya. Dattatreya Trimutara Vatara. Jaya Jaya Arati Adityaya. Adityaya Bhaskarahiya. Jaya Jaya Arati Sanistaraya. Sanistaraya Bhaskaraya. Jaya Jaya Arati Sankarachaya. Sankarachaya Advaita Gravi. Jaya Jaya Arati Sadgurunata. Sadgurunata Shivananda. Jaya Jaya Arati Vishnu Devananda. Vishnu Devananda. Vishnu Devananda. Jaya Jaya Arati Agastya Munaye. Agastya Munaye Shriyama Priyaye. Jaya Jaya Arati Ayapa Samine. Ayapa Samine Dharma Shastave. Jaya Jaya Arati Jesus Gurave. Moses Gurave. Buddha Gurave. Jaya Jaya Arati Muhammad Gurave. Guru Nanak Gurave. Samastya Gurubho Namaha. Jaya Jaya Arati Venugopala. Natatra Suyobati Natandrakaratam Nimavidyobati Kutoyamagni Tameva Bantamidvanti Sarvam Tasya Basya Saridam Vivanti Om Gange Kayamane Kayavagovari Saraswati Narmade Siddhikaveri Hiya Namastitam Namo Namaha Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandusha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvamama Deva Deva Kayena Vacha Manasandriya Irva Buddhyatmanava Prakriti Sabhavad Karomi Adyad Sakalam Parasmahi Narayana Iti Sarmar Payami Savadharmam Pravijaya Mamikam Safradam Vrija Am Sva Sarva Papayo Mokshaya Mimasija. Whatever actions I perform with my body, speech, mind, senses, my nature, my intellect, or my emotions, all these I dedicate to you. What is shareable is bearable. It's a good meme for Kaddish, huh? We share the prayer so that we can bear what is there. That sounds silly. I feel silly. I feel like I'm full of nonsense. They have raccoons. Who has raccoons? TikTok has raccoons. Thank you for the 8 raccoons, Dr. Punk. Oh shit, raccoons. You're here every day. If I was full of nonsense, you would be far away. I suppose that's true. I've been making art with raccoon skulls. Have I shown you? This is what I made recently. A tree on a raccoon skull. Also, I have been paying undue attention to skull patterns, the formations of bone, on skulls. And because of that, I can now tell you with certainty that this was a boy raccoon and this is a girl raccoon. How do I know? Because this one has very prominent brow ridges. You see these brow ridges? That was because this skull was attached to some testicles, and those testicles made some boy juice, and the boy juice made the skull grow in this little pattern here, and this one doesn't have it. And in like a month, there's going to be a surgeon, and he's going to peel off my face, and he's going to get rid of this part of bone, which is analogous to this part of bone on this boy raccoon, because I don't want to be a boy raccoon anymore. Meh. Skulls are weird. Hormones are bizarre. Anyway, they're raccoons. They live around me. Sometimes I find their skulls, and sometimes I put trees on them, because that's just the kind of person that I am. Yeah. Did you know that you could gender a raccoon with its skull? I didn't. I didn't know that was a boy raccoon until I found this other skull, and I was like, whoa, you don't have brow ridges. You must be a girl. So it goes. So it goes. Why do I say so it goes all the time? Why do I do that? I don't know. I'm just saying syllables to fill up space. What is shareable is bearable. What is shareable is bearable. Let's say Kaddish, shall we? Prayer of grief. A Kaddish for all those who are uncomfortable, for all those who do not know what to do with their lives. A Kaddish for myself, because I am selfish. I feel like I need prayers. I'm having a moment, okay? Just having a moment. I'll get better. Good morning, Julianne. It's nice to see you, Donut Queen. What is shareable is bearable. Right? We say these words together to acknowledge our mutual suffering and to let it be. Let it be. Not make it go away. Just let it be. Hey, you're suffering right now. Me too. Great. Solidarity. Let's say Kaddish. For the last 2,500 years, give or take, my ancestors have said these words in response to death. And I say them again today in response to something. Something that is here right now. Yid Kadav, Yid Kadash, Shema Rabba, Bialmadi Rachyote, Viamlich Malchute, Bachayachon, Viamechon, Vchayede Kolpe, Israel, Bagalav, Isman Kari, Vimru, Amen. Yehe Shema Rabba, Mevarach, Lialam, Omei, Omaya, Yit Barach, Vishtabach, Vit Barvi, Ramam, Vit Nase, Vitadar, Vitale, Vitala, Shema, Kudisha, Berechu, Leila, Min Kolberchata, Visherata, Tushbechata, Venechemata, Diamiran, Bialma, Vimru, Amen. Yehe Shlama Rabba, Min, Shemaya, Vichaim, Aleni, Vichol, Israel, Vimru, Amen. Ose Shalom, Bimramav, Huya, Ase Shalom. Aleinu v'yachol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oh, say shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, v'yalachol Yisrael, v'imru v'imru. Amen. Thanks. Thanks, friends. I'll see you on Monday, okay? I get to cook Shabbat dinner. I have a lover coming to visit me. There's lots to be happy about today. Yeah. Have a good weekend. My bee friend. My feline bee friend. Have a good weekend. I'll be on Discord. If you haven't joined the server, all of you have. can click on the link in my bio and join the Discord server. I'll be on Patreon. If you haven't joined the Patreon, very few of you have, because it's not a very good value proposition. But if you want to help, if you want to move resources around, you can do it through Patreon, or you can send a tip. Have a nice life. Live your life. Experience it well. I'll be trying. Yeah, have a great weekend, Omar. I'll be back on Monday to say these words all again. And I'll look a little bit different. Hopefully I'll be in a slightly better mood. So it goes. So it goes. I'll see you later. Farewell.